Ladies, sorry. No questions today? Good.
Not all at once.
At Penn State, you ran a lot of 4-3, and what do you kind of plan to do here at UCLA?
Did Virginia Cavaliers send you out for that question or what? No, you know, we'll be multiple, and I'm not avoiding your question. We'll do a lot of different things. We weren't always a 4 at Penn State. You know, we played 4-2, we played odd front. We did a lot of different things. We're multiple here. We have a great scheme already. We're going to add some other things to that scheme and see how far we can take it this spring. Obviously, a lot of defense in there right now. You see a little bit of confusion, but I think the hardest thing is everybody getting on the same page with the communication, because Demetrius has figured out what I call different things now, so that helps. I use different words, and you know, it's all about words and meaning. So I've had a little bit of the learning curve is probably mostly on me.
What made this the right time in your career to take this job and go across the country?
Well, I think what happens is when you say UCLA, to me, this is an imitable situation out here, okay? And it's a chance to be with a program who does things the right way. It's a great tradition. You know, it's an opportunity that I just felt I couldn't pass up. You know, just being around these guys, you get to feel what they want to do. They want to be national champions. They practice like that. They come out every day. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for Coach Moore. Over the years, I've been able to not only watch him, but watch his father when he was with the Philadelphia Stars. And a lot of guys that I played with at Penn State played for Jim's dad with the Stars. And, you know, so I checked with them, and they told me what a great guy's father was. And usually, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So, you know, a lot of things had to do with Coach Moore.
Did you have a pre-existing relationship with Coach Moore before?
Yeah, I knew Jim, you know, got to know him a little bit about 3 years ago. Like I said, I knew a lot about him because of the connections in Philadelphia and a lot about his father.
How's it been since you've been here with the defensive meetings, is conceiving of the defense and getting on the same page?
My hardest part of the day is getting here. Like I told everybody the other day, it was kind of exciting. I didn't almost cause an accident on the 405. Nobody beeped their horn at me, and I didn't get lost. So that was the start of a good day. And I think the meetings come, you know, once we all get on the same page of what we call different things. And as I said, most of the learning curve's been for me.
During the hiring process, how much were you asked about when you were at Penn State doing some dusty schedule?
Well, you know, I think all those questions have been answered years ago. As I said, I'm here to help UCLA and help these players be the best players they can possibly be. You know, they're good guys. I think what really, when I got here, which was great, I didn't know my way around campus, and I had the opportunity, and players didn't know who I was, and actually, there was a group of guys walking to class, and I kind of walked behind them and followed them, and it was interesting that how they interacted with each other and how the way they went about their business. And I said, hey, this is a good place, because the kids were having fun with each other, but yet they were, you know, you can tell they had a purpose of what they were trying to get done.
Have you gone in and looked at last season or UCLA season?
Yeah, I have looked at it. I've tried not to. One of the things I try to avoid in this situation, obviously when I was at one place for so long, I didn't have that problem, but like when I went to West Virginia, the same thing here. I try not to get any preconceived notions of what, I don't want the coaches to tell me about the players. So I'm kind of, everybody starts with a clean slate. I have watched games on my own, but I don't do it, I just do it to just get a feel of different things for my own. But I don't watch with staff members and people like that, because I just want to form my own opinion and give everybody a fresh chance. So I didn't want to have any, you know, preconceived ideas.
You coached up a lot of unbelievable linebackers at State College. What are your sort of initial impressions of Miles Jack?
Well, first of all, I had a lot of unbelievable players too, so I don't want to tell you who was the coach, and I probably screwed the guys up more than I helped them. But, you know, I'm very impressed with Miles. He's got all the tools to be great. Where he goes from here, that's certainly going to be up to him and how much he wants to work at it, because all the great ones, they constantly keep getting better, keep working at it, and do all the little things. You know, I only have a couple philosophies in football, and I learned these along the way, is, you know, take care of the little things, the big things will take care of themselves, and if you keep hustling, something good will happen. And it's kind of been ingrained in my brain, and I think that's kind of how we'll try to play defense too.
Is there anyone that he reminds you of that you might have been coaching about?
I never do that. I never answer that question. You're like the guys at Penn State. Who's the best linebacker you coach? I said, who's ever taken me to golf for free, that's who the best guy is. But since LeVar lives out here now in West Hollywood, he's going to probably think I'm going to say him. But I'm gonna be careful because then I get all those guys calling me. So I don't know enough about him yet to say who he reminds me of. We haven't put the pads on yet. I know he has the athletic skills and the ability to be a great football player. I think the rest is up to him.
Jim was saying on Tuesday that you'd work him a little more inside at middle in some of the nickel packages this spring. Do you feel...
Is Jim giving away our secrets?
He is.
Okay.
He's allowed to.
Talk to me about that.
That's our eyeballs seeing him playing in the middle.
Jeez. Okay.
Do you feel he's got the
I
skill
forget
set?
you guys are here every day.
Do you feel he's got the skill set to change anywhere,
he
play
can,
anywhere?
and we do ask a lot of him to do different things. And he can't. We do move him around in a lot of different situations, and I think he's got that ability. Obviously, we know he can play on the outside. He's done it in the past. I think we're trying to get a look at him more, what he can do in the middle this year, and get him to be able to run to the football.
Go ahead.
Do you foresee the scheme changing that much from what it was last year?
The Virginia Cavalier question. No, I don't. You know, that's one of the things I'm trying to. It's more me learning this system, and then we add different wrinkles from different things that I've done in the past, and just kind of go at it that way. It's not a complete overhaul, one of those deals. So I'm really the one guy that's learning the most. And I'm not doing a good job, but I did survive practice today. I did not go to the wrong spot, so we're getting progress. I just run. I hear the horn go. I run somewhere. I figure if I'm running, I can't be wrong.
You saw a lot of different spread concepts in the Big 12 last year at West Virginia. How do you think that'll help you with the myriad offensive philosophies in the Pac-12?
I like the word myriad. That's a good word. Well, I think they're very similar, obviously. I think football's a copycat game. Everybody copycats off of everybody else. So, similar stuff. The tempo, one of the great things here, just like in West Virginia, the tempo, we see it every day. So that shouldn't be a problem for us. We get used to it. I think you see the practice, how many plays we get in. So I got used to that at West Virginia last year because Coach Hogerson, runs it the same way.
From a recruiting standpoint, what do you think you'll bring to the table there?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
From a recruiting standpoint, what do you think you'll bring to the table there?
Well, the coach is going to let me go back northeast and recruit, which is great. And obviously, I got a lot of friends back there from recruiting the area for a long time, and it's an easy deal because I'm selling a great university, great academic university, a chance for to be a great student athlete. So this isn't as if I'm like I tell my friends back home. They say, "What kind of day was it?" I said, "Geez, I saw a cloud." So it's not hard to. And if you think, when you get around this campus and all the things that UCLA has to offer, and not only the campus but the community, it's going to be a great opportunity. So hopefully, I'll be able to help.
When you're in one place for so long, has there sort of been a culture shock going from all those years in State College to, Morgantown for 1 year and now out to LA?
Yeah, it's a little different. I'm from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, so we don't have the problems with the traffic, obviously, but I tell everybody I will never again complain about the tunnel traffic in Pittsburgh after being on that 405. So, it is different, and but one thing that stays the same as you do this is these guys, and when you get on the field, it's all the same. Between the lines, it's all the same. They want to be good, they want to be great, and I'm just here to do whatever I can to help in any small way.
With the way offenses have changed in college football over the last 10, 20 years, has the way you teach defense changed at all to mirror that?
Yeah, I wish those guys would find a hobby or something to do besides do that. But yeah, it has changed how we coach it, how we practice. Certainly how we practice it, the pace of practice and all those things have changed over the years. The way football's played from sideline to sideline is so different. What happens on a perimeter is very, very different than it was in the old days. And, you go back and you think, geez, in the old days when someone would even line up in a trips formation, it was like, oh boy, what do we do now? But one of the things that does happen, because everybody copycats, the high school kids are used to it. When they're coming up now, they have it. They see a lot of this. For years it was hard to duplicate it, but now it's not. When you want to put your scout team together or your demonstration team, it's easy because there's guys that have played it. They've done this stuff in high school and they understand the mechanics behind it. And I think what will happen in football, it will evolve again, and someone's going to come out with a big fullback again and line up in the eye and start pounding, and then it goes in cycles. I mean, when you look at this football, all it is old single wing football. Go back into the four. This is what it is. It's the same type concepts, except the quarterbacks wear low numbers instead of number 65 and things of that nature. And I just know that because when I worked for CBS and did Army football, I broke down one of their old games. They had me. It was kind of neat to see the quarterback was wearing 65. You know? But anyway, it's changed over the years, obviously. For the better, I don't know, but it's still good football.
All right, thanks, Tom.